What's good, Buffet? Welcome to the official Revv Network TV live stream. But the issue today is that I'm currently late, and I know I am very, very late, mainly because I've been outside. So today we have Orbit FC versus Mamelodi Sundowns, and as you can see today, we have drone footage from the stadium exactly. Shout out to Unapologetic Ethics for providing us with the footage at the stadium. We currently have drone videos from the stadium, which is something very new. I don't think we've ever done such a thing in a very long time. So yes, perfect. Welcome to Revv Network TV. We have Orbit FC, and I'm repeating that again. It's mainly because I'm still setting up a few things, so I need to finish up setting up these few things so that I can continue with the live stream. And as I've apologized, I am very, very sorry that I am late today. For those who always are looking forward to these live streams, so the footage that you're currently seeing on your screen right now is the footage that was shot at the stadium. I think I'm gonna switch over to the drone video because we also have drone videos today. Things have changed. We also have drone videos, so we have content from the stadium, which is a very big step in, you know, these live streams that I do. I don't think I've ever had such content before. So if you just started watching, first thing first, which team do you think is winning? I know I haven't watched the first half, but I'm gonna watch the remaining of the game with each and every single one of you guys. So I see we already have people in the comment section saying that Orbit FC, the votes are with Orbit FC. Do you also think Orbit FC will be winning today? Me personally, that's what I'm hoping for, and I'm not hoping for this as somebody who does not like Mamelodi Sundowns, or as somebody who, you know, feels somehow. I don't feel somehow about Mamelodi Sundowns. The problem that we are currently facing is that Mamelodi Sundowns is currently leading when it comes to the league. If they win today, then most likely they will lead. And I've always said that Orlando Pirates has played with a lot of vital opportunities. Those were the opportunities they could have used to kind of go ahead of Mamelodi Sundowns. So the fact that Mamelodi Sundowns is just here, it's a problem for me, honestly. I know that Mamelodi Sundowns doesn't play when it comes to scoring goals. So right now, last time actually, the difference was only one goal. So at the end of today, if Mamelodi Sundowns draws, it will be number one, but it will mean that Orlando Pirates will have an opportunity to kind of prove themselves and most likely end up at the top. So that's what I'm thinking. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe, like, share, and on whatever platform you're watching from on. So at this moment, what I'd like to hear from you guys is your predictions. Kindly just share your predictions in the comment section. How are you feeling with this current half? How are you feeling? Like I said, I already see majority of the people saying that they are with Orbit FC, and personally, like I said, I am with Orbit FC. Reason being, I don't want Mamelodi Sundowns to be at the top. Mamelodi Sundowns is really giving us Mamelodi Sundowns is giving us sleepless nights basically. So we are having sleepless nights because of Mamelodi Sundowns. So today is the day we will see. I think we also have Orlando Pirates playing somewhere this weekend, if I'm not, or during the week. I think it's playing either tomorrow or somewhere this week, but nonetheless we will see. So, what are the controversies that were surrounding this match? Okay, Mamelodi Sundowns have scored already. So, the score is 1-0. For those of you who just watched, the score is currently 1-0, meaning that Mamelodi Sundowns is leading Obit FC. And as I've mentioned, Mamelodi Sundowns does not compromise when it comes to scoring. So they do not play with opportunities to score. This is the same thing we are witnessing here today. I think it's still gonna be the same thing. I need to just update the score. Because they've scored. But also, I still think Mamelodi Sundowns kind of has a fair advantage somehow, mainly because they have Saleng, and Saleng was playing for Mamelodi Sundowns just recently. I mean, he was playing for Saleng was basically playing for Orlando Pirates just recently, and him being at Orlando Pirates, guys, what am I saying? Please forgive me. My mind is all over the place. He was playing for Obit. He's from Obit at this point. He might be their key, but yeah, the score is 1-0. At this point, I was expecting Mamelodi Sundowns to have scored a little bit more goals, but they didn't. So it's a good sign. I think we are up to an incredible start. 52 minutes into the game. The poll, we have 75% of the voters saying that Mamelodi Sundowns. I think you guys are starting to cheat when it comes to this, because basically you changed the score when you saw Mamelodi Sundowns scoring. If you haven't voted, Bafetu, please click the vote. It's the poll. It's gonna be on your on your comment section. And for those who want to watch the game, please go to our website revnetwork.co.za. If you are watching on Facebook, it's already pinned there, and if you're watching on YouTube, it just got pinned there. I don't know if we are also live on the other platforms. I do not honestly know about TikTok, so I don't want to say anything about TikTok at this point. Let me just pull off the multi comments, because I feel like I need to see the multi chat, right? Because it's better to just have this in one place than having it in two places. Yes, now we kind of have the multi chat. What are your thoughts on today's game? We are currently live on 4 platforms. We are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, we are also live on TikTok. So we are currently live on 4 platforms for the first time this year. So please let us know where you're watching us from. Me, myself, I am in Pretoria. And funny enough, I do not support Mamelodi Sundowns, even though I am in Pretoria. Right. So my hope here today is for Obit to kind of equalize. This thing of letting Mamelodi Sundowns score a lot of goals is becoming a problem for us as Orlando Pirates. It's really becoming a problem for us. I really had a lot planned out today. I had like things planned out, but I'm late solely. So what you do is you go to that link, you go to that website, and then you create a free account. That's like our website. So you create a free account, and then you just log in. You will see watch live matches, and then you click on it, then you'll be fine. That's how you do it. But please do note that the website that is gonna redirect to you to, especially the one to watch, it will clarify the advert and all of that. So it's very advisable that you use a browser that does not have the advert. I've heard a lot of people complaining about the advert there, but unfortunately, if you are watching for free, you gotta pay somehow. So they make adverts. Like I said, I do not own that website, so that's how you do it solely. I hope it helps you. Just go to that link that I just shared on YouTube. It's also pinned. It will take you to our website. You register a free account, completely free. You won't be charged. I won't even send you emails. It's just to control access and to control the traffic that we receive on the website. So that's how you do it. Go to that website, and yeah, I hope it helps. We are currently sitting at 86% votes for Mamelodi Sundowns, with only 87%, right? Okay, it's fluctuating between 86-87, but Obit FC has 13. The sad thing about Obit FC is that they don't really have a lot of following here, especially in the Northwest, a lot of people in the Northwest are already occupied by teams like, Mamelodi Sundowns. They're already occupied with teams like Kaizer Chiefs, funny enough. Yes. But I have like a whole thing that I prepared, just that things happened and I ended up not streaming when the game began. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching the first half. Like I said, I wanted to hear what are your thoughts on the first half, basically. So let me know what are your thoughts in the first half. Also, I want to see score predictions. I see the majority of the people that have voted are saying that Mamelodi Sundowns. But what score are you predicting? That's what I want to know. What score are you predicting? Is it gonna be 1-0? Which I hope it ends up as at this point. I don't like this thing of Sundowns scoring a lot of goals. So yeah, a very thought-provoking comment that I saw is that the Mamelodi Sundowns that used to score a lot of goals is the one from the last few seasons. I remember that they said that Mamelodi Sundowns does not score as much. But remember that Mamelodi Sundowns has around 5 consecutive league wins. So right now they are leading when it comes to wins, because Orlando Pirates lost, Kaizer Chiefs lost, so Mamelodi Sundowns is currently leading. But Kaizer Chiefs is also leading when it comes to losses, because they also have like consecutive losses, and I feel like they are one of the teams that are leading with consecutive losses. The key point here is consecutive. I know the other teams have lost, but the key point is consecutive. Penalty for Mamelodi Sundowns. What's happening? What's going on? What's going on, Bafetu? What's going on? The referee, but it's in the box anyway. I want to see the replay, but it's obviously gonna be a goal. Mamelodi Sundowns does not play with opportunities. When it comes to the team that I trust, when it comes to not wasting opportunities, it is definitely Mamelodi Sundowns. I know they do not compromise. Hence, I said that I don't want them to score a lot of goals. But this one was not supposed to be a penalty here. Okay, he kicked it, but he was aiming for the ball. Guys, this was not supposed to be a penalty. He tripped on the ball. This has to be. This is not a penalty. This is not supposed to be a penalty. Okay, obviously Mamelodi Sundowns scored the penalty, but this was not supposed to be a penalty according to me. If what I'm seeing is also what you guys are seeing, I don't think this was supposed to be a penalty in any way. But that's it. Mamelodi Sundowns 2 goals ahead. The thing is that Mamelodi Sundowns, at this point, I don't know if we can. Because when it came to the first half, I saw Mamelodi Sundowns struggle to score, but it was pretty obvious that Obit was not going to beat Mamelodi Sundowns. One thing that I also have heard is that when it comes to winning league titles, when it comes to winning league games, experience actually counts. So that's basically the same thing that we are seeing when it comes to Mamelodi Sundowns playing. So experience counts a lot. That's why I'm saying that if you allow Mamelodi Sundowns to take the number 1 spot, it's gonna be a problem to dethrone them. That's what I know. If ever we allow Mamelodi Sundowns to take the win, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a big problem trying to dethrone Mamelodi Sundowns. Once they get in, they won't let it go. Once they take the number 1 spot, they won't let the number 1 spot go. That's why it's very important to go way ahead. You cannot be 3 points ahead of Mamelodi Sundowns and then be happy. It doesn't work that way. There is a reason Mamelodi Sundowns has been winning the league over and over again. A lot of times they weren't even league playoffs, like nothing. Mamelodi Sundowns was just way too ahead for anybody to catch up. So never allow such a team to take the number 1 spot. Right now, we allowed Mamelodi Sundowns to go to number 1 again. And I'm telling you, once it reaches number 1, Mamelodi Sundowns will not get down. That's what I know about Sundowns. They do not play. They won't play with an opportunity like our team did, like our teams did. The teams that were at the top while Mamelodi Sundowns was struggling a bit. They played with that opportunity and then allowed Mamelodi Sundowns to take the top spot. That's where you lose it. Once you lose that part, then you are done. Mamelodi Sundowns is just like that. So I mentioned that we also have drone footages from the stadium, exactly shot by a good friend of mine, Unapologetic Ethics. So thank you so much to Unapologetic Ethics for supplying us with the drone footage of the stadium. As you can see, we have people we have very important people who give us very important things. So we are currently having a few drone footages at the stadium, and shout out to Unapologetic Ethics. If you ever happen to need photography services or PA systems, do not hesitate to check Unapologetic Ethics on all social media platforms. They are the ones who are supplying us with this beautiful drone footage that you currently see on the screen. So for whatever media services you might require, please check out Unapologetic Ethics. And then we are back to the news of the day. Like I said, I had prepared a lot. I had a whole presentation prepared for this game. I had a whole presentation. I had a whole presentation prepared for this game, but the fact that I started late kind of derailed me from that whole plan. But nonetheless, yeah. Mamelodi Sundowns is looking for another goal and another one. Once we let Mamelodi Sundowns lose, it's gone, it's gone. We will never catch up. We will never catch up. Everybody knows that once we allow Mamelodi Sundowns to go ahead, it's done. Remember that Mamelodi Sundowns won a game while they had a man short. So that's the type of team we are talking about. They managed to win a game without a man. They lost a player due to a red card, but yet they won the game. It didn't stop anything. So those are the types of people we are talking about right now. So now we have the whole team, and then unfortunately another shot on target. Is it a goal? Yeah, it's unfortunate that Orbit FC is gonna be the one that has to suffer the wrath of Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns is really becoming unstoppable. At this point, I think I should even consider, I'm planning to even consider switching over to Mamelodi Sundowns. Because I'm tired of not winning the league, and imagine the way that I'm feeling as a person who is an Orlando Pirates fan and is number 2. you understand? Imagine a person who is number 2 feeling like, they haven't won a league in a very long time, and we were so close to winning the league. We were so close. If Orlando Pirates loses this one, I don't think I'll ever have it in me to forgive Orlando Pirates. I don't think I'll ever have it in me to forgive Orlando Pirates. I cannot do that. I will not suffer while I have a choice. I cannot suffer while I have a choice. That will leave to Kaizer Chiefs. That we will definitely leave to Kaizer Chiefs, as I don't think I can suffer while I still have a choice. There's also another injury. Orbit FC is... So right now, the way it seems like... Guys, what I said is that Orbit FC does not have a lot of fans. I see in an Orbit FC home ground, that space is dominated by yellow jerseys. That space is dominated by Mamelodi Sundowns. Imagine. Right now we are currently at an injury time, which is also a perfect time for me to update you guys on the voting and on the poll. 88% of the people that have voted are saying that Mamelodi Sundowns, with only 12% saying that Orbit FC. which basically proves that, you know, Orbit FC. I know that when it comes to this voting and everything, the people who most likely voted for Orbit FC are Orlando Pirates fans and Kaizer Chiefs fans, most likely. I don't know about Kaizer Chiefs fans. I don't know who they support. I don't know if they support other teams when they play, or they are only pro Kaizer Chiefs and nothing else. I know with Orlando mainly because this is a title race, and if Mamelodi Sundowns dominates by a lot of goals, we will have a problem catching up to Mamelodi Sundowns unless Orlando Pirates starts normalizing scoring Boma 4 goals, Boma 5 goals, which I see it has been very difficult to do until they played with Kaizer Chiefs, which is crazy that they scored so many goals while they played with Kaizer Chiefs. So we are currently at an injury time. So basically we are waiting for the game to continue. So we are back. We are back. Mamelodi Sundowns versus Orbit FC. Currently playing at Orbit FC's home ground, which is currently playing at Olympia Park Stadium. And I remember that there was a whole back and forth. I think Mamelodi Sundowns posted the wrong information about where the match is gonna be taking place, and there was a whole lot of confusion. But I feel like provincially there isn't much support for Orbit FC, because, you know, the better stadium in this regards is obviously Royal Bafokeng. It's obviously Royal Bafokeng because it's also World Cup approved. So Royal Bafokeng can host World Cup matches, but it's just sitting there and nobody's really like utilizing the stadium at this point. So I feel like for Orbit FC to be playing, because the stadium that they're currently playing in was not operational for a very long time. It was under construction, and, you know, tenders and everything. It took a very long time for it to be okay. Even when Orbit started playing, there were issues of I remember there was an issue of people complaining, saying that the stadium is not in the right state. People saying that the stadium, you know, there was just a whole lot of things that happened with the stadium. So I feel like they could have just found a way to, maybe, you know, I don't know, but I feel like they could have found a way to kind of let Orbit FC use Royal Bafokeng. I know that's tribal thing, so there is a whole lot of process and whatever, but I feel like we are not giving any support to Orbit FC, especially since it's the only, you know, where they are playing. But there's also Lerumo or Lions FC, which is also in the northwest, but still none of them are using Royal Bafokeng Stadium. I don't know what's the situation. I don't know what's the problem. And I don't think we'll ever know. But with Orbit, for now, the only thing that I'd like Orbit to do is to fight so hard that it does not get relegated. That's Orbit FC, and maybe it might attract sponsors and whatever, so that it can start buying players. It can start, you know, having like the best training. Honestly, I feel like Orbit FC kind of has like a lot of potential. They just do not have the means to reach their full potential. So once they can be able to get all of that, I feel like it'll be at a much better state. Like I said, the first season when Orbit FC started playing here, I mentioned that, you know, Orbit FC, given the opportunity, they can most likely dominate Kaizer Chiefs, and I still stand by that. Which team has a lot of foreigners? When you are saying it's not a lot of foreigners, I feel like there is a bit of comparison there. So I feel like you should shed light, Joseph. When you say it's not a lot of foreigners, which team has a lot of foreigners? Which team? Like, which team? I feel like your statement was cut short. You were supposed to mention it's not a team of foreigners, unlike, you understand? So, which team has a lot of foreigners? But also, I feel like there is a limit. You know, I feel like there's a limit to how many international players you can sign. I don't think you can just sign 1,000 foreigners and 1,000, you know. I feel like there's a limit because, you know, there are rules to these things. So I doubt that there is a team. There might be a team that is dominating with foreigners, but it can never be the whole team or dominating, like you are saying. Which team? Please let me know which team. Which team has a lot of foreigners. There are rules and regulations. I don't think you can just make half of your team people from, you know, across Africa. Across Africa. Which team? Which team is it? Okay, Mamelodi Sundowns is trying to put in the third goal. Guys, you cannot do this to Obit in their home ground. Obit is not Kaizer Chiefs. Mamelodi Sundowns. You have to relax. Why are you treating Obit FC like it's Kaizer Chiefs? Do not score more than 3 goals. 2 is enough. Because they are new to this whole thing. You cannot just dominate them like you are playing with Orlando Pirates. Like you're going to have the bragging rights at the end of the day. There are no bragging rights here. So, guys, please. Don't do it. Mamelodi Sundowns. 2 is enough. So there is no need for Mamelodi Sundowns to overdo it. Now you are trying to score 3, 4. 3 is a score for Kaizer Chiefs, like I said. 3 is a score for Kaizer Chiefs. Do not do that to these kids. Do not try and kill their confidence. It's not supposed to happen that way. Sundowns, I guess, but in all honesty, it clearly shows which team has been playing the PSL. So you don't even have to ask. You're not even supposed to ask. Two Mamelodi Sundowns, 0 Obit FC. I guess about Obit FC. Yo, guys, I'm sorry. I guess about Obit FC. Give a fan of a style or give a fan. Hey, guys on TikTok, I'm really sorry. I haven't been paying attention to TikTok. TikTok people, I'm sorry, man. The thing is that TikTok does not like me anymore. It doesn't like me anymore, so I also do not like it back. So I've limited my presence on TikTok. If you want to continue watching the streams uninterrupted whenever I go live, please go to YouTube and subscribe. I know that they limit visibility when we talk about other platforms, but at this point, I just do not care anymore. TikTok people, please join us on YouTube. This is definitely gonna be our main platform moving forward. But as of TikTok, I don't know. Thank you so much to everybody. Thank you so much for those who liked on TikTok, but I've limited my attention to TikTok, but it does not mean that I've limited, I've limited my attention. I've just limited my attention. I don't know what I wanted to say. So if you're everybody that watched on TikTok, that has supported me, especially last year, I received a lot of love from you guys on TikTok. We have grateful for. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna stream a lot on TikTok, mainly because they restrict my account a lot, so it's getting difficult to navigate. But I post content whenever I get an opportunity to do so. Thank you so much for those who are supporting on TikTok. Currently, this is gonna be Boma 90-something percent, guys. Currently sitting at 89. Let us see your votes. Those who are watching, please vote. I wanna see your votes. Maybe Boma 90-something percent, because it's obvious, and Northwest people do not support their own initiatives. At this point, are there people who actually have Obit FC? Are there people who have Obit FC jerseys? I don't think I've seen that, Have you guys seen somebody wearing an Orbit FC jersey? Because even at this point, people are at the stadium in support of Orbit FC, but they are wearing Orlando Pirates jerseys. But they are supporting Orbit, of course. Is there anybody who says, I have an Orbit FC jersey? I've never seen such a person. Honestly, I've never seen anybody. Maybe it's because I do not live in Rustenburg anymore, but there hasn't been a time where I saw anybody proudly wearing an Orbit college t-shirts. Not college t-shirts, Wafit. I know that you guys are attending Orbit College, you know. Do not wear your t-shirts. I'm talking about the jerseys, like team jerseys, official Orbit FC jerseys, because I know that's where a lot of teams get their funds. Basically, Kaizer Chiefs gets a lot of money from, selling, basically. So I don't think I've ever met anybody, but I'll be in Rustenburg soon, so I'll just be paying attention to a lot of you guys to see if there's anybody who's proudly rocking an Orbit FC jersey. But at this point, I've never even for a point went into town and met anybody wearing an Orbit FC, particularly the base of Mamelodi Sundowns. And I know it's probably the same when you go to Soweto, but it's a really problematic there because it's obviously Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates, but that basically just shows that the spirit of football is alive in that particular area, and I haven't seen that in Northwest. I don't know about the times of Platinum Stars. I'm not sure. I was not really a football fan at that time. I was not really focused on football that much, For those who haven't noticed, I'm actually but I am learning, football. When I was just not part of that whole situation, because I told myself that soccer was pointless. There was a time where I believed that soccer was pointless because I started watching games in taverns with just different people, and I just saw how people felt at that moment, how interesting it was to kind of be part of the football community. And ever since then, I've just been trying a lot to watch as much football as I can, and more especially local football. Hence, I only do watch along streams when local football is playing. I only support local games. I don't wanna overwhelm myself with going to Liverpool, Manchester United and all of that, because I see it's a whole lot of stress that I'm gonna be mounting on top. So I'm fine with just being stressed by Orlando Pirates here and there. I feel like that's okay. Being stressed by Orlando Pirates here and there is okay. Now, because I realized also that there are also different leagues when it comes to international soccer. So you have to watch that team, and that team. So at the end of the day, you're gonna be a fan of Boma 5 teams, and that's like 5 sources of potential stress at the same time. So I don't think I can handle all of that. So I just decided to take it slowly with local football. So at this point, I'm only focused on local football, and I do not regret that decision. I do not regret that decision. Right now, I am able to hold conversations, because there was a time I never even commented when I can put in my 2 cents here and there. So let's see the score predictions. We have 3-0 or 3-1. At this rate, I don't see left, right, and center at this point. But some of the fouls are just not fouls. Some of the fouls are not fouls, but we know that football players go to acting classes. That's what we know. They go to acting classes, so they have to make each and every single thing very. They make it hard. But one thing I've realized is that ever since Orbit FC started playing, and today it seems okay, the stadium, I forgot that the stadium kind of has like that one side with shade and everything. I almost said the stadium is full, but it only has one side. So one thing that I've realized is that PSL actually brought a lot of pain to the people of Rustenburg. Because there was a time I attended an Obit match. There was the time they were still, on their way to qualifying to playing in the PSL. And the spirit of football in Rustenburg was really amazing at that time. You could hear the fans singing when Obit wins. You could hear them paying attention. At this point, I feel like they've lost hope. At this point, I know it's not the same with the way it was when Obit was trying to qualify to play in the PSL. So as much as this is a good thing, but I feel like it also killed the spirit of football there. Because right now, it's like when Obit plays with Kaizer Chiefs, we are already speculating that, Kaizer Chiefs is going to win with this much goals. We are not saying Kaizer Chiefs is going to lose. We're not saying Kaizer Chiefs is going to lose, but we are saying that Kaizer Chiefs is going to win by 4 goals, 2 goals, what goals. It also already took it there. So that has killed the spirit of football in that area. And it really makes sense why not a lot of people, are wearing Obit FC t-shirts proudly. Because the only people who can wear t-shirts proudly like that are Kaizer Chiefs fans. Kaizer Chiefs fans are diehard. They do not care whether they always wear their team jerseys everywhere they go. So I hope we have more people who will support Obit FC, because that also counts. Imagine playing at your home ground and you see a lot of yellow jerseys, more yellow than white. And out of the white jerseys that you see in the stands, you already know that to Orlando Pirates in the stadium. But I'm just happy that they are going to try by all means necessary to avoid relegation. I just want them to try as much as they can to avoid being relegated. They must avoid it by any means, but at least they won their last game before Mamelodi Sundowns. That's something. They won their last game before Mamelodi Sundowns, so that's gotta count. The stats of Orlando Pirates. So of Mamelodi Sundowns. I love Orlando Pirates, so if I mention Orlando Pirates, bear with me. That's mainly because that's my team, so I speak about it a lot. So forgive me if I talk a lot about Orlando Pirates. But I was trying to talk about the statistics of Mamelodi Sundowns. So Mamelodi Sundowns have won the title consecutively ever since the 2017 and 2018 season. So that's like 8 seasons in a row consecutively. Consecutively. I don't think no team wants to win this as much as Mamelodi Sundowns. I don't think no team wants to win this as much as Mamelodi Sundowns, because them winning this means that they are currently creating history basically, and this is gonna be one hard statistic to beat. Even if it happens that Mamelodi Sundowns starts losing, which team do you think is gonna be able to? Because right now, if Mamelodi Sundowns wins, it's gonna be like 9 consecutive seasons. And imagine if you have to beat Mamelodi Sundowns record, you're gonna have to win 10 consecutive seasons. We know that that's never been done, and I don't think that will ever be done for a team to be winning just consecutively like that. Because I feel like Mamelodi Sundowns is gonna play and try by all means to take this league. They are never gonna let it go. We have 88% of the voters saying that Mamelodi Sundowns, with only 12% voting for Obit FC. And the game is currently at 88 minutes, so it's only 2 minutes until the end of the game. 2 minutes in, is to score a goal. That's what they have to do for themselves at this point. At least score a goal, at least register, at least mess with the goal difference nyana. At least change something, Obit. You cannot just be a statistic. At least try something. At least score a goal, so that you can just say, I scored a goal against Mamelodi Sundowns, against Saleng. Now I understand why Orlando Pirates does not allow certain players to play with them. I don't think it's still the case right now with Saleng. I believe he is sold, so yeah, hence they do not allow, because Saleng already knows Orbit FC. They already have an advantage. They have an inside man basically, so he knows Orbit FC. He started with Orbit FC, and then he also went to join them when he had issues with Orlando Orbit. But nonetheless, Mamelodi Sundowns was still gonna win because Mamelodi Sundowns is unbeatable. Do they even have losers? Have they lost anything this season? Let me just check. Have they even lost a goal? A game? Have they lost a game this season? I wanna check. I know in the past it was Orlando Pirates that usually used to beat Mamelodi Sundowns, but this season, oh, okay. So they recently lost. Or a reason, okay, it says that they lost a game against Golden Arrows. Okay. So they've only 3 losses. They have also, guys. Okay, they've only lost against Golden Arrows, 1 league game. They've also lost against Orlando Pirates during the MTN 8, and then also they were knocked out by TS Galaxy recently. Okay, so Sundowns is unbeatable at the end of the day. I thought they were unbeatable. So they have, okay, yeah, they have lost 3 games only this season. Only 1 league loss. Only one league loss this season. So that's gonna be too hard to beat. But it's very interesting to see that that Orlando Pirates managed to catch up to Mamelodi Sundowns after losing games. Because I know Pirates lost a few games this season. We started with losses. Lungelo says go downs, open that game, wish Reds to be beaten or get a draw tomorrow night. Pirates, I don't want to go to Paris today. This is not the day, and also I don't think I'll be able to stream tomorrow. There's a lot going on. But tomorrow we will be showing Kaizer Chiefs how to beat Richards Bay. Pirates can never lose to Richards Bay. I don't think that can happen. A draw is relaxing, and you cannot be in that position and then relax and then waste opportunities. When you play with smaller teams, just like Mamelodi Sundowns, if you realized how Mamelodi Sundowns kind of scores smaller teams, they score 2, 3, a lot of goals. But Pirates stays at the top and then fails to go to score. They win, Gaboma 1-0, Gaboma, very small scores. So the game has officially ended at 2-0. Mamelodi Sundowns won the game, beating Orbit FC in their home ground. Orbit FC just lost the game in their home ground to Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns scored 2 goals while Orbit FC failed to even score 1. I cannot even begin to imagine the situation in Rusty right now as we speak. A very sad day in Rustenburg. And also shout out to Unapologetic Ethics for providing us with this drone footage that you see on the screen. Like I said, if ever you might find yourself needing media services and you are around Rustenburg Stadium, so if you manage to need any of those services, you can see that today is a different day. As you can see, today is very different. We have drone footage. This is the first time we've ever had drone footages in any of our live streams ever in this channel. So this is the first time ever we've had drone footages. Like I said, shout out to Unapologetic Ethics for providing us with this beautiful media services as we watch Orbit FC versus Mamelodi Sundowns. So like I said, it is officially the end of the game. Orbit FC miserably. They lost, but they must just be happy. Fail, at least fight for something. So I appreciate that you are acknowledging that, you know, right now you are just trying to be in the top 8, Lungelo. So I appreciate the fact that you are not in denial like a lot of people usually get. You understand that right now the only thing that you are all that right now you are just fighting for the top 8. You know, I was really hoping that Kaizer Chiefs kind of qualifies to play in, you know, KEF, but seems like things are not in your favor. But nonetheless, it's not completely over. I mean, for being number 1 at this point, it is over. Yes, it's gonna be very hard for you guys to reach the number 1 spot, but it's not completely over. You understand? It's not completely over. You can still try and go higher, because it's not like Kaizer Chiefs is really at the bottom as I speak. It's not really at the bottom. You know, let me just check the log standing as we speak. I know Mamelodi Sundowns is number 1. That's obvious. Mamelodi Sundowns is number 1. If you just started watching us, or if you've been watching us, please do not forget to subscribe. We are trying to reach 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, currently at 58,000. So if you are watching, please subscribe. Also, if you are watching on Facebook, please follow. Please follow. What's happening with the guys? There's something wrong with the PSL website. Every single time there's a game, it crashes. Crashes each and every single time there's a very important game. So you should just give it to me, Buffet too. Even some of you guys, if you ever find yourself needing a website, please do not hesitate. Let me know, because I do design websites. You know, you can just check by the websites that I've designed for Revv Network TV. There's the blog. Yes, so Mamelodi Sundowns right now has 5 consecutive wins. They've played 20 games. They now have 47 points, which makes them number 1. But the goal difference, yeah, they did not perform much. That's what I was talking about when I said that Orlando Pirates needs to make sure that they score a lot of goals. Because right now the goal difference is going to be a problem. But also, let us not forget what the Richards Bay did to Kaizer Chiefs. But I know that we are not Kaizer Chiefs at the end of the day. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, we are not Kaizer Chiefs. So do not forget what Richards Bay did. This is definitely going to be the end of today's live stream, and please know that I appreciate each and every single one of you guys who voted. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys who watched. I appreciate each and every single one of you who subscribed. Please do not leave the live stream without subscribing. Subscribe. It's free to subscribe. It's totally free to subscribe. You won't be charged anything, but you can also join our membership on YouTube and, you know, support this channel on a monthly basis. You can also subscribe also on Facebook, but nonetheless, please follow us on whatever platform you are watching from. We post a lot of content, mostly sports content. As of this year, we only do sports and entertainment, so no politics, no a lot of things, but we do 80% of sports, so meaning that the 80% of the content that we post on YouTube as of March 2026 is mainly gonna be sports, as a lot of you guys have already realized right now that a lot of content that's on our channel is usually the live streams that we do, and that's that only. And we stream each and every single time there is a game. If we are not able to stream, we will communicate in time on our WhatsApp channel. So if you haven't joined our WhatsApp channel also, please do so. Find us on WhatsApp, Revv Network TV. We are currently Revv Network TV on all platforms. Shout out to Soli, shout out to Joseph Dongo, shout out to Lungelo for being our active chatters on on what's this platform, on YouTube. So I appreciate each and every single one of you guys that have voted on YouTube, also on Facebook. Who is watching right now? I wanna recognize the people that are watching. So if you are currently watching on whatever platform you are watching on, please comment with your name so that I can just give you a shout out and see who is with us before we end the live stream, because the game is over. The game is basically over. On whatever platform you are watching, just comment with your name. I want to give you guys a shout out. I also want to go to Facebook so that I can give a shout out to the people that have followed today, you know, because we have been very small on Facebook. We have been very small on Facebook. So like I said, Mamelodi Sundowns took the #1 spot. Number 2 is Orlando Pirates with 44 points. Now this is the crazy part. Number 3, Sekhukhune United with 33 points. So the difference between number 2 and number 3 is a whopping 10 points. And at this point, it's even 11 points. Then follows Durban City at 32 points. Then Amazulu FC with 31, and then Kaizer Chiefs with 30 points. So at least Kaizer Chiefs can fight to be number 3. They still have an opportunity to be number 3 at this point. If they fight very hard, they still have an opportunity. I doubt that Kaizer Chiefs fans should just focus on being number 8. You know, top 8. You can just try to be number 3 at least, you know, because they still have an opportunity. It's just 2 points or 3 points difference between. It's just 2 points difference here between the number 2 and between Kaizer Chiefs and the team that's on top. So if they can just secure 9 points, they will be happy. Oratilwe for says who's the man of the match. I wanted to check who was the man of the match, but the website is down. So let me just check who is the man of the match right now. The website crashes every time there is a game. So imagine during the okay, they say it's Tato Sibia. Tato Sibia is the man of the match. Oratilwe. Yes, Tato Sibia is the current man of the match. I wanted to just recognize the people on Facebook, but I seem to be struggling, so I'll just close it down here. But Fetu, like I said, thank you so much for watching today's live stream. It started late. That's mainly because I was out shooting. For those who don't know, I also do photography, so I have like this last minute business clients that I usually just get. So for those who watched this stream and saw that I was late, please forgive me. I was out, I had a last minute thing, but that's the score, 2-0. Please subscribe, please follow, please like, please share, please comment. See you next time. Peace. Okay, I was about to end the live stream until I saw the comment from Lungelo saying no consistency in Chiefs. We win 1 and lose 4 in a row. Yeah, but there is consistency with it. 4 consistent losses. So you cannot say there's no consistency at Kaizer Chiefs. There is consistency. You guys lost consistently. You lost consistently, so there is consistency at Kaizer Chiefs. 4 consecutive losses, meaning that you were very consistent with your losses. So I cannot say there's no consistency at Kaizer Chiefs. There is consistency, but your losses were consistent in a non-favorable way. You lost 4 consecutive games consistently, so there is consistency. It's just that it's not in your favor. You understand? So consistency is consistency, whether it's good or not. It is there with Kaizer Chiefs. So I just wanted to answer Lungelo before I can go. There is consistency in Kaizer Chiefs. They just have to take that consistency and make it, in their favor. Right now they are losing consistently. They're just losing consistently. I don't know when their next match is, but will they break the streak or not? That's the question. Will Kaizer Chiefs break their losing streak after losing 4 consecutive games? Just like that, back to back. It's like Drake was making that song for Kaizer Chiefs when he, back to back by Drake. It's definitely talking about Kaizer Chiefs, but it's understandable why people wanted to strike. It's totally understandable because you guys are the investors on Kaizer Chiefs. You are not only the fans of the team. Sometimes there might be a misunderstanding when it comes to the fact that why are people angry that Kaizer Chiefs is losing and whatever. But you guys are not only the supporters of Kaizer Chiefs. You guys are only the sponsors of Kaizer Chiefs. You guys have invested your hard-earned money. You work very hard to buy t-shirts for Kaizer Chiefs. Some of you are even having memberships. You even pay to go to the stadiums only to witness Kaizer Chiefs lose. So it's understandable why people were striking, and I'm definitely proud of Kaizer Chiefs for taking that stance. It really shows how serious they take their team. So I understand the reason you guys were angry and the reason that you guys started striking and then complaining. It's totally understandable. Not only have you guys invested money, you've also invested your feelings. You have also invested your feelings, and the minute you invest your feelings, it means that you are basically investing your health, because the stress you get when Kaizer Chiefs loses, the high blood pressure and everything, you are investing even your health into Kaizer Chiefs. So it's safe to say that you have invested your everything. Some of you have even invested your marriages to the point that people know that when Kaizer Chiefs loses, then Papa will be angry at us the whole day. At this point, you are even investing your marriage. Some of you have Orlando Pirates fans, so when you lose, you even get angry at the people you love. You get angry at your friends, at the people next to you, mainly because your team lost. So it's very understandable. I'll say this again, I understand why you guys get so angry, because for you it is that deep. I know people like to say it's not that deep, but it is that deep. Investing money, investing health, investing seriously. You feel like the team is comfortable with just getting money and not hearing what you guys are complaining about. So a huge shout out to Kaizer Chiefs. You guys took a stand that not a lot of us would take in South African football, and I'm not saying this in a joking manner. I am being serious right now, that what you did is something that has never been done in football. We don't see a team taking initiative and then going straight to those in charge and telling them straight that we are not happy with the way you are doing things, telling them straight to their faces. It's not a lot of time we see a team doing that. So I appreciate your courage as Kaizer Chiefs. You are showing us that it's It's not just about simple football, it's way deeper than that. So thank you so much for watching, Buffett. I still have a few people that are watching. Before I go, please subscribe, Buffett. Please, I'm begging you, Galokoba. At this point, I'm begging you to subscribe. Just click the subscribe button. Like I said, before the end of the year, we are aiming for 100,000 subscribers. Currently at 50 something. So please subscribe. Please subscribe if you are watching. I see we have a few people watching on YouTube. I see we also have a few people watching on Facebook. Please follow. Please follow. And I'm out officially.
Step on the stage, lights flash, we own the night. Yeah. Every beat, every line, we bring the city to life. Oh, feel the rhythm, feel the pulse, we're the wave that's rising. Every shout, every move, the world's watching us surprising. Revv, network TV. We there and I'm steady. Camera light action, everybody ready. From the street to the screen, we heavy. Make the whole world feel me. We hustle, we grind, we keep the fire alive. From Lagos streets to the global stage, we thrive. Every clip, every story, we keep the dream alive. Shout out to the youth, we the future, we the vibe. Yeah, yeah. Revv, network TV. We there on the city, we thrive. Revv. We step on the stage, lights flash, we own the night. Yeah. Every beat, every line, we bring the city to life. Oh, feel the rhythm, feel the pulse, we're the wave that's rising. Every shout, every every move, the world's watching us surprising.